Hey, this is Madhu. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of AI and why you should consider getting into it if not yet started. Also, I'll discuss about creating a roadmap to learn AI, what are all the topics should be included, starting from the very basics till the latest large language model. This video is targeted to not only developers or technology experts, but also for individuals without any technical background who want to participate in creating a roadmap for their AI journey. You can choose how much you want to explore within each topic. I'll make this point a bit more clear. Imagine that you are a developer. You can easily build a deep learning model using high-level abstraction Python libraries like Keras or PyTorch. Here, you need not know the internal workings or implementations of different components. Without knowing any mathematical formula, you can simply build a deep learning model using a few lines of code. Whereas, if you have more technical background and want to modify the machine learning algorithms available in open source libraries, or if you want to apply different mathematical formulas, you can use low-level Python libraries like TensorFlow, Theano, or DLP-lib. In this scenario, you have the freedom to create classes and functions to implement various types of layers, weights and biases, and logic for updating their values. This involves coding for activation functions, loss function, backpropagation, regularization functions, and so on. Here you will get more flexibility, but it requires a lot of coding effort. Similarly, middle managers and business leaders also can choose the depth of AI exploration required for gaining a foundational understanding of AI concepts, terminologies, and its impact on business. Nowadays, AI has become an integral part of the world. Not a single day passes without news related to AI, whether it's in favor of AI or people raising concerns, seeing the advancements happening in generative AI and AGI areas. Its popularity surged after OpenAI initiated the generative AI revolution, and its influence is evident in the job market across all industries. We are seeing so much of organizational restructuring and layoffs as companies adopt AI technologies to streamline operations and increase efficiencies. Let's consider an example. When the chatbot was introduced for online customer support, customers easily got frustrated due to the irrelevant responses generated by the chatbot. By the way, here is my chatbot created and deployed for hospitals in 2020. There is no exception to this chatbot also. People generally prefer a human touch when connecting with a customer care department. Personally, I don't like to chat with a bot because it often fails to resolve my issues, and eventually I have to connect with a human agent. In that case, chatting with a bot is really a waste of time. Now, with the introduction of generative AI tools, conversations between callers and customer service agents can be summarized. This eliminates the need for manual note-taking, and of course, initially it requires a human in the loop to review the results, but eventually that can be eliminated. Just by automating this step, agents can efficiently handle more customer inquiries, resulting to increased customer satisfaction, productivity, and cost efficiency. This is just one example showing how AI helps to make processes more efficient. There are thousands of AI use cases already deployed in production and benefiting from it. It seems possible that within the next 3 to 5 years, anything not connected to AI will be considered obsolete or ineffective. Now, what do you think the reasons why you should learn AI? Generative AI has been embedded in tools like virtual assistants, language translation services, content creation tools, email, online shopping and advertising, meeting softwares, etc. That means the technology is already positioned to radically transform how people work. The interesting part is that many of AI applications you may not realize that are AI powered. AI is in its nascent stages of development and usage. This smart technology is only gonna get more intelligent sooner than we expected. And those who don't learn to work with it probably will be left behind. Continuous learning and adaptation to emerging technologies like AI are crucial for staying relevant and competitive in rapidly evolving job market. Gen AI applications can help employees to pick up new skills more quickly. For example, if you are a business analyst and haven't done any programming before, then also with the help of ChatGPT or any other code generating LLM, you can easily build an application within a few days. When the scope of work and productivity changes for employees, middle managers have a critical role to play in increasing employees' comfort with both short-term AI-based work and long-term collaboration with the technology. For business leaders to successfully incorporate AI into their business strategies and organizations, they must clear about its capabilities, limitations, evolution, and more importantly, the risks it may pose. Actually, senior leaders face more responsibility of quickly implementing AI today and anticipating future versions of AI technologies and their implications. More than anyone else in the organization, they need to be evangelists for AI, encouraging the development and adoption of the technology organization-wide. In short, employees in any role should have an understanding of AI so that they can leverage its capabilities to enhance their productivity, problem-solving skills, and decision-making process. The next question you may have would be from where I should start my AI journey. I will go through the main topics which you need to include in your AI learning plan. If you have some experience in this area, you can just skip those sections and tweak your learning plan accordingly. You can start with Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. Here, you can look for the definition of AI, emphasizing its nature as the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines. Focus on the ability of AI systems to learn from data, adapt to new inputs, and perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. You need not go in detail at this point, but focus on high-level understanding on AI systems, including their capabilities, limitations, and ethical considerations. Ethical considerations matter because if AI is misused, it could harm society, posing risks to people's well-being and safety. Next, you can focus on machine learning. In this section, you will understand what is machine learning, different phases of machine learning processes like training, validation, test, and application phases. The first thing to consider when discussing machine learning is data. It's important to understand the distinction between labeled and unlabeled data types, as well as the terminologies related to data within the context of machine learning. Other important terms in machine learning are task, algorithms, and models. Task is a problem that machine learning algorithm is built to solve. You can have high-level understanding about the algorithms and their groupings based on either problem categories such as classification, regression, clustering, or optimization, or by the learning subfields such as supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, or reinforcement learning. Models are central to any machine learning implementation. Those are the output of algorithms applied to a dataset. In other words, a model describes data that is observed in a system. Feature engineering is another important topic you need to understand in detail. It involves selection of relevant features, handling categorical variables, feature scaling and normalization, feature transformation, and creation of new features as needed. Dealing with imbalanced data is also crucial. This includes techniques like oversampling and undersampling to ensure model learns from all classes equally. At this point, you need not go in detail of each algorithm, but have an overview of what is task, algorithm, and models. From here, you can move on to supervised learning. But before that, you need to start getting into a more interesting part, that is coding. You will get clear understanding on the concepts when you do the hands-on. Because of many reasons, Python is the most preferred language for machine learning. Let me quickly go through the important topics you may have to focus on when learning Python. If you have some programming background in any language, then it's very easy to learn Python. You won't feel any difficulties in finding learning materials or tutorials for learning Python on the internet. LearnPython.org provides an interactive platform where you can run the code and learn Python easily. I'll give the link below in the description. You need not cover all the topics to start building machine learning model, but mainly focus on variables, data types, operators, control flow functions and modules, data structure, input-output operations, etc. Other commonly used Python libraries in machine learning are NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, PyTorch, TensorFlow, Keras, Matplotlib, etc. These libraries provide a wide range of algorithms and techniques that simplifies the development and deployment of machine learning models. You need not go through the documentations of all these libraries at this point, but we'll see later when you build the models. After you are familiar with Python basics, start practicing supervised machine learning algorithms. These are the main topics under supervised learning that you will be focusing on. In order to learn and practice machine learning, you can use Jupyter Notebook, which is the most commonly used platform for practicing machine learning. Google Colab is the cloud-based Jupyter Notebook environment, and hence no local setup is required to start programming. Other commonly used platforms are Spider, PyCharm and VS Code. In VS Code, there is a Jupyter Notebook extension also available. When practicing supervised learning, make sure that you are clear on the key concepts and techniques like labels and features, training and testing data, regression versus classification, evaluation metrics, model selection, hyperparameter tuning, cross-validation, etc. As you know, more you practice with the different algorithms and data sets, the more you gain the thorough understanding of the concepts. Once you are comfortable with the supervised learning, move on to deep learning. This contains a wide range of topics related to the training and deployment of neural networks with multiple layers. I will go through the important topics for you to prepare your learning plan. Start with neural network basics. Here, you can learn about basic components of perceptrons like input layer, weights, bias, activation function, output, training algorithms, etc. Then move on to deep neural networks. In this section, you will learn deep neural network architecture, stacked layers of neurons and hidden layers, then training deep neural networks using gradient descent and backpropagation. Convolutional neural network architecture is commonly used in computer vision. Here, you need to cover what are the different layers in CNN, convolution operation, filters, strides, padding, activation function, feature extraction, and so on. Recurrent neural network is the first algorithm that remembers its input using an internal memory, which makes it perfectly suited for machine learning problems that involve sequential data. Under RNN, you will learn all about it. When you learn deep learning, you will come across with a number of advanced optimization algorithms to train deep learning model. They are the tools that allow you to continue update model parameters and to minimize the value of the loss function. It requires a deeper knowledge of optimization techniques to improve deep learning models' training efficiency. Training a complex deep learning model can take hours, days, or even weeks, so you can imagine the importance of optimization algorithms. Another important topic under deep learning is transfer learning and fine-tuning. Transfer learning migrates the knowledge learned from one dataset to another dataset. Fine-tuning is a common technique used for transfer learning. Usually, a lot of data is needed to train a neural network from scratch, but access to that data may not be always available. Not only that, it takes a long time and resources to train a model with a huge amount of dataset. This is where transfer learning comes in handy. It has many advantages, like we can save training time, better performance of neural networks, and not needing a lot of training data. Let's move on to the next section, natural language processing. NLP studies interactions between computers and humans using natural languages. This is a vast field covering various topics related to the understanding, generation, and manipulation of human languages by computers. We will consider only important topics here. Text preprocessing is an essential step to clean and transform raw data into suitable format for analysis or building a machine learning model. Text representation is a critical component of NLP as it bridges the gap between human languages and machine learning algorithms. Unlike numerical data, which can be directly processed by computers, text data requires conversion into numerical form for computational analysis. There are several approaches for representing text data in NLP, like bag of words, TF-IDF, word embeddings, contextualized word representations, etc. Language models are the backbone of NLP. Language modeling is the use of various statistical and probabilistic techniques to determine the probability of a given sequence of words occurring in a sentence. NLP-based applications use language models for a variety of tasks like text generation, machine translation, question answering, etc. Large language models are advanced language models that handles billions of training data parameters to generate text output. Tagging and parsing are fundamental tasks in NLP that provide valuable syntactic and semantic information that enable a wide range of applications, including information extraction, language understanding, machine translation, and text generation. Semantic analysis refers to a process of understanding natural languages by extracting insightful information such as context, emotions, and sentiments from unstructured data. Semantic analysis analyzes the grammatical format of the sentences, including the arrangement of words and clauses, to determine the relationships between independent terms in a specific context. This is a key component of several machine learning tools like chatbots, search engines, text analysis software. Machine translation is the process of using AI to automatically translate text from one language to another without human involvement. I don't think it requires a further explanation to understand its importance and use cases. These are the three main approaches emerged over the years for machine translation: rule-based, statistical, and neural machine translation. After completing these topics and engaging hands-on practices, you will have a thorough understanding of the concepts and gain confidence to develop NLP models and applications. NLP is a vast field and this list is not comprehensive, but this will provide you with sufficient knowledge to understand and work on NLP models effectively. To keep up with the latest innovations in natural language processing, you need to explore advanced topics in the field. These topics cover modern techniques like transformer-based models and transfer learning. We already have included transfer learning under deep learning section, so here I will go through the advanced topics of NLP. Let's first consider the attention mechanism. After the widespread adoption of ChatGPT, the attention mechanism and transformer architecture gained a significant recognition and were incorporated as foundational elements in numerous natural language processing applications. So it's important to learn and do some hands-on to get a good understanding on the concepts. You might have heard a lot about GPT, or I think ChatGPT would be very familiar to you. ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art language model developed by OpenAI. It uses deep learning techniques to generate natural language text that closely resembles human written text. The main idea behind GPT is pre-training. It's a technique used in deep learning that involves training a model on a large amount of data before fine-tuning it on a specific task. In the case of ChatGPT, model is pre-trained on a massive amount of text data such as books, articles, web pages to learn the statistical pattern and structure of natural language. After pre-training, the model is fine-tuned on a specific language task by adding task-specific output layer and fine-tuning the weights of the pre-trained model on the particular task data. The fine-tuning phase enables the model to adapt the specific nuances and requirements of the task while still leveraging the general language knowledge learned during pre-training. BERT is another popular deep learning language model for NLP. Unlike most techniques that analyze sentences from left to right or right to left, BERT goes both directions using the transformer encoder. The pre-trained BERT model can be fine-tuned with just one additional output layer to create a state-of-the-art model for a wide range of tasks such as text classification, question answering, sentiment analysis, machine translation, named entity recognition, and more. You can go through the architecture and components of BERT model. The last topic in this advanced NLP section is zero-shot and few-shot learning in LLM. These are all the techniques that allow a machine learning model to make predictions for new classes with limited label data. I don't think you need to go in detail on these topics, but can have a general understanding of the concepts. After learning all these topics, you will be well prepared to work on various NLP models, including large language models. You will have the knowledge and skills needed to understand how these models work and how to apply them to different tasks in natural language processing. This means you will be able to tackle a wide range of challenges and projects in the field of NLP with confidence. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you.